Alright. God damn.
I've been working on this shit. Wait.
That's not how you do it. That's how you do it.
We live. Let's
Y'all
go.
did not see that.
Hell no. This shit gonna stay in
Y'all
here.
did not see
That
that.
shit better stay in here. That shit rolling right now, dog. Listen, you are now tuning in to Life and Music Podcast. I fuck with that shit. All right, listen. All right.
I am your host, Nilsa, and we have here a special guest. Hey.
What is his name?
Introduce yourself.
Krema music,
Introduce
Krema.
yourself.
Listen, I'm gonna have to introduce myself because he done brought the old name back. Look, it's your boy Krema Kutz in the building. We are now tuned in to Life and Music Podcast.
Damn.
Listen,
That shit sound crazy. Okay.
I wanted to go with his real name, but he didn't want to. So
I mean, shit, we could do the names. All type
it
of
is
shit.
what it is.
Listen, stay hydrated.
But you already know, we still in motherfucking Prime Month, bitch. You know
Let me
the
see.
fucking vibes.
So,
Oh, he wants to show me how to do the fan.
before you do it, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta hit the flick of the wrist.
Heard you. He be practicing and whatnot.
All right, look.
Let's get into this conversation.
There's a lot to talk about, and you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let it rock. Though.
So we're not gonna drag too many conversations due to the other episodes we do. We always go off topic.
It's easy to though.
But it's like, you know, when the conversation is so good at times, so then I was like, all right, whatever, fuck that conversation. Now we're on the next topic. So that's what like make us unique in a way. But whatever. I feel as though that's like any other conversation you could have with any type of other
That
friends,
shit opens
regardless.
up a lot of shit.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like, it's easy to talk in a barbershop, you know what I'm saying? Just because you be like, yo, well, you talk about something, and then you be like, for example, be like, yeah, bro. Oh, so what you do for a living? Oh, I painted cars. Boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit, I painted cars, and then we bring up that shit, and then he be like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, and you could just open up mad shit. Oh yeah, back in the day I used to race cars. Oh, you race cars? Boom. And then you bring up some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
There's always topic on
you
topic
can always
on
open
topic,
up a lot of shit,
100%.
but you gotta be that type of nigga to do that. Oh,
If you're like a
Barber.
if you're like a closed-minded person who
that
just
shit is
wanna,
gonna be like a
see, like me when
open
I
and
go to
close.
when I go to the bar, I was like, cut my hair, do not talk to me, and just cut my shit.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I cancel niggas like that, dog. I don't cut people. I
What?
swear. I had.
You want to like have conversations with them?
Yeah, I like to know about people. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I feel like as a barber.
Hold the fuck up. But let
See what
them
I'm
know.
saying? Like how we
Let
can just
them- let
and
them
just
know.
fucking.
What's going
Let them
on?
know.
Bring that
What
shit
the
in.
fuck
Let me see that
happened?
Let them know where you come from, what you do.
Listen,
Let them know what you
look.
do. Come on.
We was
tell
gonna
them.
get into
Hold on,
that.
hold on,
We
before we
played.
start.
Wait.
Tell them nobody
We
fucking
were-
with you right now. Tell them
Espérate,
right now.
carajo.
No,
Why he
let's go.
introduced himself? He said La Crema Cutz, right?
No,
Listen.
no, talk your shit. Let's go. Come on.
I'm
Damn.
gonna start like this. Look, I'm a barber. I come out of Philly, born and raised. I moved to Virginia, and that's where I started my barber career. I'm 25 years old. I've been cutting hair for like 2 years straight. I've always known how to cut hair though for like 7 years.
The way he be posting,
You know
like
what I
he been
mean?
doing shit for years.
Nah, like I've known how to cut hair for
Okay.
like 7 years, but I never took that shit to the next level until like 2 years ago. Well, going on 2 years.
Okay, so
like
you
a year
took
and
it
a
more
half ago.
serious.
Yeah, like I wanted to cut more people. Like shit, like 7 years ago, I was just cutting him and my dad.
Wow.
And then if we want to jump into that, how I started and shit.
However you feel comfortable.
Shit, I mean, listen.
So
If
let's get it, bro.
if
Let's
I
get-
could
let's
have
go
a
about your
vape
background.
handed, we could do this better.
Hold on,
Anyways,
I got you. Open that paper. I got you right now. I got you.
look, this is sponsored by nobody, cause none of y'all niggas is putting bread on our table. You heard it?
Yeah, grab that shit.
Let me grab this jump real quick. But look, so the story on how I became a barber, that's just weird. Cause I was like a tradesman, as like I did it all. Like me and my brother growing up, like my dad did it all. And I was like presentado, like I was like mad into like everything. So I was like, oh damn, you know how to do that? And I looked up to my dad, and I still do to this day shit. So I was like, damn, I want to be like him. And I remember we used to work and shit for this dude Pat. He used to get like cribs and stuff. And my dad would be like, oh, if you clean up, I'll give you $50. You know what I'm saying? So like making bread at like what, like 5, 6 shit, that's good, dog. We was making that bread. So like we grew up knowing everything. And my
Okay.
brother, we had this one. My dad had a one like his garage in Newport Street over there, like around Juniata, and me and him used to paint and shit. But I ain't never know he was gonna take that shit serious. So, but anyways, like I said, like I known how to do everything and shit. So, when I moved to Virginia, it was scary at first because I didn't have nobody over there. I moved over there by myself, just me and my wife at the time. At the time, now it's still my wife. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, then you gotta put a ring on it. But listen, so I just didn't want to work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I hated the fact that people that send me to do shit didn't know shit. You know, and I hated that shit. So I was like, you know what? I'm a do what I like. So my wife was like, look, I know this guy. He owns a barbershop. He's been cutting my brothers' hair since they was young. Shout out to Chino, even though he fucked me over in the long run. But shit, it is what it is. Mm. He gave me my first shot at cutting hair in the shop, and then ever since then, though, like that shit just been. It's like cutting hair for me was like a love and hate relationship. Like,
why?
It's because I was like, bro, this is getting repetitive, and then I wasn't seeing no bread. So like from making like 25 an hour to making like 20 a fucking day a week, that shit was hitting different. So I kept moving back and forth.
Okay.
To Virginia, to Philly and shit. But the last time I moved was like 3 years ago. And then, yeah, I hit rock bottom and everything. But I told myself, like, I want to be a barber and I don't want to do nothing else. So we moved to Virginia 3 years ago and we stayed, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, life hit me hard as shit when I went over there. We moved into this crib. I ain't going to put no names out there. But we moved into this crib, right? My wife had got into it with the person at the crib. We got kicked out, and I was homeless for like 2 months. We were sleeping in the back of the like the shop and shit. Like that's what I was saying earlier. That's why I don't want to bring it up because it wouldn't be genuine if I was, you know what I'm saying? So, like I have videos and everything. Like we was splitting like Happy Meals and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like to see yourself that down bad. That shit'll break you down, you know. And as a man, you want to provide and make sure your family cool and shit. Right. So that shit definitely broke me down. But I always told God, I was like, look, I was like, I want to become a barber. I want to be a stronger man. You know, I want to provide for my family. And he gives the, you know what I'm saying, the strongest battles to his strongest soldiers. And, you know what I'm saying, I never gave up. There was times my wife went to the shop. And she took all my stuff out the shop. And she was like, go get a real job because this shit ain't cutting it. How you making $40 a week type shit? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So the adjustment for you was like pretty hard for you to adjust.
Hell yeah. It's because like everybody want to do something, but they don't want to work for it. And I prove myself and I tell everybody like I'm a walking, how you say that? Testimony on if you put your mind to something, you could do that shit. Like that. Listen, like if y'all want to do something out there, like don't you know what I'm saying? Like don't be like, don't have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? I never had a plan B, and I could have went back to construction and doing all that shit, but I went in on the winter died shit. I was like, I'm not gonna be nothing else but a barber. And you know what I'm saying? So that was
your mentality. That was your main focus. Like
that's still to this day. You know what I'm saying?
So why not have a plan B?
Why would you have a plan B? It'll distract you from going to your goal. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like... So, like, let's say this, for example, right? You in a skyscraper, and you high up, and you got a harness on. You don't really care if you fall off, you know what I'm saying, high as shit, because you got a harness to rely on. That's your plan B. You're not going to focus or be that worried about losing something you want, as you know what I'm saying? As if you on a skyscraper without a harness on, you're going to watch every step you take because you're not going to fall. You fall, you die. So win or die, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I took it. I was like, I'm sick and tired of, you know what I'm saying, relying on that I can go to Philly because my parents live here and shit. I said, nah, I don't want to rely on none of that. If I want to become a barber, I got to go through all this shit.
So you sacrifice.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what it is? Fucking cutting fries so we all can eat. That shit ain't it. Sleeping in a fucking truck? Hell no, that shit ain't it. The dude saw us sleeping, and one of the barbers there saw us sleeping in the back. He was like, yo, I got a crib. You can stay on the couch. You know what I'm saying? It's better than sleeping here. And I appreciate that, man, to this day, dog. And yeah, that shit ain't it, bro.
So what's a lesson that you ever took from, you know, from due to the story that you was basically saying?
Yeah, like the win or die shit. Like if you really put your mind to something, you could do that shit. Like don't create you know what I'm saying, a scenario in your head like, oh, uh this I ain't making no bread. I'ma just go do this shit because this shit ain't bro. I ain't making no bread. All right, figure out a way to make bread. I used to go out to the mall. I was like making like $60 a week, so I saved up like $50 and shit. I had bought some business cards, and I was just putting them shits in the mall and shit. Putting them shits in like, you know how like the toilet seat.
Yeah.
I put them like right there and shit, so you cannot see that junk. I'll put them like if it's in a mall or some shit, I'll put it on the door handle to open the door. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see that shit. And then we'll be like, damn, like, I see this shit everywhere. Let me hit this man up and see what's up. And, yeah, you gotta be, you can't be scared. It's scary as shit. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I lost everything. Shit, I was good, making good money. And then from making good money to no money, that's scary as hell. You got a family to feed and shit. So that shit definitely taught me that anything you put your mind to, you could definitely do that shit.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So if you out there, you're trying to do something, don't doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely do anything you want. A lot of people that sit in my chair, they'll be like, oh, bro, I want to be a basketball player. I said, so what are you waiting for? You know what I'm saying, why not? Or I'll be like, what did you want to be when you was growing up? Oh, I wanted to be a astronaut. I said, so what stopped you from doing that? Man, this and this and that. I said, but bro, it's never too late to do shit.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It's never too late. So don't say it's too late, because it's never too late. You can do anything you put your mind to. And I always preach that shit behind my chair, because I feel like as a barber, you have a voice. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it. You be like, because a lot of people sit in that chair, they want to hear
your background story
or your thoughts on shit. So a lot of people that
like
come
when
in,
you've been through that. There's a lot of people that go into the barbershop
and they be fucked up emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
So your job is not just to cut hair. So that's why I hated working at shops, because a lot of them would like talk shit about somebody that they knew they didn't speak Spanish and shit, or they'll be like, they didn't even care about them. This one dude, I'm not gonna go into full detail on the story, but this one dude came in to the shop with no shoes on, walking in the heat. You know what I'm saying? Back then, the heat was crazy in Virginia, and he walked far, like at least 2 miles. His feet were bleeding and everything. Nobody wanted to cut him and shit. And I was homeless at the time, so I was like, you know what? Long story short, I cut him, and I gave him some clothes and shit, and he noticed that I slept in my truck. I was like, bro, everybody go through shit, dog. And if I could help you, you know what I'm saying, with the little that I got, you got it, bro. He came in like 2 months. I think like 2 months after that, brought me like a $1,600 check. He was like, bro, this for you. I said, man, just when knowing that you made it, that's cool, bro. That's the biggest check I can get. So like saying that to say this, like
so
you
blessed him
really
and he blessed you.
I didn't take it though. Nah, I couldn't. Hell no. Fuck no. I couldn't have took that. The check that I wanted was to see him do his shit. You know what I'm saying? Do better. Bro, that shit feels amazing. You saved somebody's life. He said it in the chair. He was like, man, I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to get a fresh haircut because I was about to jump off that bridge and kill myself, and I wanted to look good in that casket. So, like, hearing that shit, and then seeing him 2 months later alive still with, you know what I'm saying, a career, that shit is wicked. That shit is crazy. That's way more than $1,600 or $1,500, whatever he was about to give me. So, you know what I'm saying? You do have a voice.
So all the clients that you have, you want to make sure that they come out of your chair with a smile on their face and positivity. That's your goal?
Yo, if y'all watching this, put down in the comments and let them know when we get into it there. Like, it ain't always like we do be busting it up, because sometimes people, so what I do is, like I told you, I had hella clients and I cut all of them off because some of them didn't want to talk, or some of them was just on bullshit. So you gotta, when like cutting hair for me is, I want to build a relationship with somebody. You know, I wanna know you. Just in case, like, one day you sit in my chair and I see you a little, I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Talk to me. Boom. And then,
like that trust.
you know what I'm saying? So, and he trusts me with everything. Because who the fuck I'm going to tell, dog? You trust me with your secrets, dog. I ain't going to tell nobody that shit, because hell no.
What stays in the barbershop?
You know what I'm saying? What happens in the barbershop, stay in the barbershop.
Go.
But, yeah. And I just want to make sure everybody cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to build a relationship before you keep coming back. Like, a lot of people be like, bro, I feel like I've known you for years. And it'd be the first time we met. So that's
like
good to
go back
hear.
to the topic we're talking. Like you touch base on topics that it is just like it opens up a book.
Hell yeah. So yeah, man. And barbering saved my life. Shit. There was times, bro, that like I said, like when we was homeless and shit, I wanted to end my shit. Seeing, you know what I'm saying, my daughter wanted something, and you know what I'm saying, and the stress my wife was going through, that shit was crazy. I don't wish that shit on nobody. You know, that shit is wicked as fuck.
Nah, the fact that
You know what I'm
you know
saying?
you kept yourself pushing.
And a lot of the barbers was like, he ain't gonna make it.
Really?
He ain't, yeah, hell
they
yeah. I had
doubted
barbers fuck up my clippers and shit because they hated on me. They was like, oh, he painting people.
That's envious right
he
there.
having, why my client in his chair? Maybe because I talk to your client. Maybe because I actually care about the person that's sitting in my chair. Maybe I care about his haircut, you know what I'm saying, more than what you thought. I tell a lot of people, like, the money is good, but how you say it, it's more the relationship you build, you know what I'm saying? And, like, barbering saved my life. I had suicidal thoughts back in the day, and I started cutting hair, and all that shit just went away, you know what I mean? So I saved somebody else's life with cutting their hair, and they saved my life with letting me cut their hair, so hell yeah, I love it. It do be getting repetitive now. Cause I'm like, goddamn, I don't feel like cutting right now. Cause I'm getting a little old, so.
No, it gets like that too. So it's like, if you really think about it, it's like, you know, you have your positive days and you have your good days.
Hell
so
yeah.
it's like, do you like bring negativity into like to the barbershop?
No. Nah.
Like, how about when people come in, like, no negativity, or you make sure that shit's out the door?
I mean, I don't. I mean, look, I say like I don't want to cut when I'm not in the shop, but as soon as I step into that joint, all that shit just went away. As soon as somebody come in my
it's
chair,
like
it's just
therapy
like
for
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Mm.
That shit is like one of my clients was like, yo, who's your mentor? I was like, bro, y'all my mentors. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Like, you see how like one conversation opens up another one. So, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. See, this is raw. We ain't doing the phony shit. There ain't no scripts written here, all right?
Yeah, we got scripts back here. Like, this is what he gonna say.
So, damn, what I was about to say? What I said? Fuck.
Oh, we was talking
Who's
about
that?
the negativity.
Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. It was about to be a banger too, so. But yeah,
No, so it was like,
I'm gonna think about it.
no, so it was like basically what I was trying to say is more like, you said that it's more like therapy for you. So.
Oh, there he is. There it is. Back in the day, a barber was a dentist, a therapist. Yeah, if you really look back at like the old days, like the barber tools was different. Like you see like the old barber clippers and shit. Like I'll pull up a picture.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can see.
yeah. There was like a looked
The
like a scissor
joint,
joint.
yeah. So like they was dentists and all that shit. So I
didn't
wanted
know
to
that.
bring in. I don't care if somebody here now, but I wanted to be like a therapist. You know what I'm saying? So I can know how to fix something that my client's going through. Because like I said, it's not just a cut. You can see people coming in, and there's a lot of videos. If you know who Spicy Adams is,
Spicy Adam, yes.
that he be coming in the barbershop like bummy as hell, and then
Yeah.
he come out like. So
Yeah.
it's like that. So
100%.
fucking
I come out
haircut
the
is
joint
like
like,
therapeutic
yeah.
as fuck. So I wanna, since the haircut already a therapy, I wanna add and I wanna help you. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna just cut your hair. I wanna know about you, and if you're going through something, I wanna help you with that. So like my mentors are my clients. So like, let's say I cut you, and I'm like, yo, babe, so what's your background? What is the worst shit you ever been through, and how you overcame that? You know what I'm saying? So you telling me that story, maybe that client that's sitting in my chair, that's a new client going through the same shit you went through, and you told me how you overcame that. I could be like, yo,
somebody else.
try this out. You know what I'm saying? It might not work, but try it out. You never know. You know, and hell yeah, I love it, man. And I've helped a lot of people. A lot of people was going through mad stress, working for a company, and then
You're very therapeutic.
I love that shit. That's the, you know what I'm saying? Obviously the money is great,
Right.
but
for you to sit there and actually like interact with every client and
hell
get
yeah,
to
we
know
be getting lit
like
in that
background
shit, dog.
stories, like
Hell yeah.
it's
I be
rare.
having people be like, yo, I couldn't wait to sit
So
in
like,
this chair
and
to
don't
tell
get me
you
wrong,
this
like
shit.
you know when you go to the Dominican barbershop, you know they got the music, they got the vibes going, they got their vibe. their vibe only. So it's like, in other words, like you know, you're gonna sit there, like, you know, what they going through. You know, they got the domino sitting in, you know, in the middle of the barbershop. Everybody chatting it up. You got people coming into the store selling shit. Da 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 da. But it's like certain other barbershops. It's like sometimes it's like it's quiet. It's like like
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I play some music, but I play it low because I want to have a conversation. And like I said, like I cut off mad people that didn't want to talk, because that's not what I'm here for. I wanna be here to help you. You know what I'm saying?
I just cut my fucking shit and that's it. Well, like honestly, so it's like it got to the point where it's like when I sit in the chair, like, okay, so like how long you been cutting hair? Like, what got into you to barbering? Like, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, I got enough money. I was like, all right, whatever, cut my hair. That's it.
A lot of people do it for the money. Like a lot of people that I teach to cut hair and shit. I tell you, bro, what do you want out of this? I just want to know how to cut hair to make some bread. I'm not gonna teach you.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to learn how to cut my own shit. I don't want to pay.
Like I don't want to.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what
I mean,
said.
I teach you and shit, but I'm not gonna go into like full detail. Like a lot of people that I teach is more of a how to talk to your client.
Right.
Because a lot of times, dog, it's funny as shit. Because we was like, my wife was going through the apps and shit, and like seeing other barbers' reviews, and she had went through one. He was like, yo, he was cool as shit, but the cut was ass. But I will come back because the conversation was pretty cool.
Ooh.
So like, if you build trust with your clientele, he don't even care how that cut look. He just care about like,
I'm
bro,
ready to
you
get a
care
haircut
about
and
this
talk
shit.
to my barber.
You know what I'm saying though, like. And, like, it might sound like fake as shit, but that's how I really feel. And a lot of my clients will tell you that shit. I could call one of the clients right now. I'm like, yo, if we could do this shit live, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I call the
fire,
client up,
really
like, yo, like,
We
you know,
call
like,
right now. We go. We
no,
dial
that's
right
really
now.
fire because you really think about it. It's like, you know, like he's coming out of work, long day. Like, damn, I'm fucking tired. This heat
For
killing
real.
me. I want to get a haircut. I want to talk to my barber. I don't want to go home yet.
So,
Let's
like,
talk to my barber.
a lot of people come in with, like,
For real, yeah.
marriage problems, you know? And who am I to tell somebody some shit? I have problems, you know? But I've been through some shit, and I fixed that shit, and they haven't fixed that. So a lot of, like, one of my clients, for example, and I'm not going to call him up because I ain't going to put his business out there more than what I am now, but he came in my chair, and he's in the military. And I know if he's watching it, he know who I'm talking about. He's in the military and shit, and his family is in Florida, and he's in Fort Lee in Virginia. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm going through a divorce right now, this and this and that. And I said, bro, you really about to let that shit go to waste up? You really about to get a divorce? You in the army, bro. You did tours, you know what I'm saying? Treat this divorce like a fucking, how you say it? Like a, how you say it? Like a mission, you know what I'm saying? You gonna die in that mission, or you gonna come back home from that mission? You gonna let that shit just, you gonna die in that shit, dog? You gonna just get divorced and just let it rock? Nah, bro. Make sure when you're coming back here, dog, something good come out your mouth, dog. Because if not, you failed that mission, and I'm not the type of person to sugarcoat shit. I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, communication is
And people,
number one to you.
yeah, hell yeah. Like, a lot of people, I can show you the reviews now. A lot of people will be like, he's genuine, like, about the shit. He cares about me, and that's what I like. So the cut's already top tier, but the conversations and the like the trust I have with him and shit like that shit is crazy.
So, like, were you cutting hair, like, here in Philly as well?
I did cut hair here. It's funny. I had a shop right there on Akron, and what is that street called? It's not even that too far here. But I was kind of like the same people I cut now.
Oh, yeah?
Not now. Like my brother, my dad, like 2 or 3 friends. That shit went to shit though. I let that shit rock. The Chinos across the street try to fucking burn that shit down and shit.
What?
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
But a
made
lot of
you-
people trusted me and shit. So
That's you could tell you're a very trustworthy person. You're like your communication,
I
honesty.
tried, man.
No, you could tell. Like, you're such outgoing. You're social. Like, you care for others. There's no judgment in, like, when people sit in your chair.
Nah.
That takes a lot. Because, you know, when people, like, sometimes, like, I have trust issue with people touching my hair. So I only have my aunt she does hair. So cut my ends and stuff. She's the only woman I go to cut my hair. And plus I have tight curls. Nobody touching
Messing
this
them
shit.
Jones. Like,
Hell
yeah.
no. So it was like when I first started exploring on cutting my hair, cool. I cut my hair. I was going to Dominicans, and then this one barber that he just told me, like, I'm not gonna cut hair anymore. I'm like, you was doing my hair so good. So I was like, you know, I didn't want to like Like, I feel as though, like, I don't want to disrespect the shop. Like, I was always coming here, show love,
Yeah.
talk to y'all.
And then I'm gonna have to
So,
leave
yeah,
and
so I
shit.
went to, another guy. My man's leaving guidelines in my hair. I'm like, this ain't it. Damn it. Like, bro, this
For
is not
real.
it. Like, it's not okay.
Shit, that's why I left the shop. And another reason why I prefer a studio over a shop. And I see a lot of barbers doing that shit now. But the reason why I left the
let's
shop,
get into that conversation. Like, I know you work from home, so it's
I do. That's the best shit I've ever did.
Really? So that's the best decision you have ever
hell
made.
yeah.
Would
It
you
was
recommend
scary as
any
shit,
of that
though.
for any other barbers who's coming up as well?
No. I recommend you have to go through the shops. You know what I'm saying? You learn a lot from shops.
Okay.
It was scary because when I first left the shop, I only had like 30 loyal ass clients. You know what I'm saying? And that wouldn't pay the bills. So you had to go above and beyond with shit. So like I had to go back into the putting cars everywhere. And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Put people on to me, dog. You bring 4 heads, that's a free cut for you. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And thank God, man,
So
everything.
You're basically promoting yourself.
Hell yeah. I be telling people, I walk in the mall and shit, you got the barber eye. You know what I'm saying? If you're a barber, you have that eye. That's like if you're a painter and you go to the mall or you go to a certain spot and shit, you be like, damn, that shit is fucked up. Only you would see that.
True.
So like, I'll go
That's
to the
not
mall.
a color match.
For real. I like my brother, he paint cars and shit, so like he'll be like, damn, that joint is blotchy. And people like, what the hell is that? Man, you gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? So like, saying that to say this, like I'll go to anywhere and I'll be like, damn, that cut is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't it. And I'm like, hey yo, I'm like, I see you drip down and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those shoes look fly with the fit you got on, but you missing some. And I'm like, you already built that confidence. So he like, damn, my fit fly. Boom, I'm gonna
I
talk
got a
to
crazy
him.
drip.
You know what I'm saying? So like he like, oh, if you saying I'm fly, what's missing? I said, bro, it's the cut. You need a fly ass cut to match your fly fit.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a barber. Boom. I'll give him my information. I said, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you don't like the cut, I'll give you a free cut and I'm gonna pay to get somebody to any shop you want to go to, and I'll pay for that cut. I have never paid for nobody or gave a free cut off of stuff like that.
Damn. That's the
And a lot of people be like, how you do that? You know what I'm saying? How
Confidence.
can you just walk up to somebody?
confidence.
And then, because I've walked up to mad people and I told them I was a barber. I said, you didn't build that relationship. You didn't build you didn't build this confidence up to talk to you. I'm a barber. Nah, bro, I got a barber. You know what I'm saying? But if you come up,
I'll be
if
like
I
that.
pull up to you,
I'll
I'm
be like
yo.
that. Like, yo, I cut hair.
You
Yeah,
know
I got
what
a barber
I'm
already. Bye. Why you talking to me? I'm like, bye.
So I be like earlier, I was like, yo, your jeans fire. So if I pull up to you, I'm like, yo, them jeans is fucking hard as shit. Yo, them shoes crazy. But you missing something, man. The drip fire, but the
I'm
cut
like, what?
need to get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Holla at me. I
smooth.
show you the pictures and shit. You be like, damn. All right, bet I'm going to give you a chance. I say, you're the first cut on me. A free cut, you ain't going to deny that shit. Especially if you see my work, you be like, damn, hell yeah, I get a free cut with this man. And then you sit it, all you need to do is sit in that chair. And I promise you ain't going nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I know, I'm not to sound cocky and shit, but I know
No,
what I
it's
put
not,
in.
no,
You know what I'm
it's-
saying?
No. I don't like hearing that.
Nah, because a lot of
It's
people,
the
man,
No.
I hate that shit, though.
No. A lot of people ask. If you know your work ethic is there, is no cockiness at all. It's confidence. You know where your work ethic is at, and you know your worth. It's that simple. That's it. I don't want to hear none of that. That cockiness, that's out of my fucking dictionary. I don't want none of y'all to be hearing that shit either. Don't even say
shit.
that.
I don't say I'm the hottest out here.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a competition with myself, and I know you're a competition with yourself as well.
And I tell people, they be like, yo, how'd you get so good so fast? I said, because I was competing with the man in the mirror. I wasn't pocket watching. I wasn't trying to be somebody. He did it his own way.
Sorry to cut you off. My man is questioning and answering his own self.
You know
My
what I'm
man's
saying?
interviewing himself. Like, damn it, let me get there. He's like, you gotta be quicker than that.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, back to what we were saying about working out the crib. I feel like if you're a new barber, you got to build your clientele up. So you got to work at a shop. Because in your crib, you ain't going to really have nobody walking in your crib and like, oh, you
Sure.
cut hair? Nah. It's scary because you don't know who's gonna walk in that crib, so you have to have protection in that joint. But yeah, the real reason why I wanted to cut in the crib was back in the day I used to cut kids, and in the shop, they talk crazy. I used to cut, since we in Pride Month, you know what I'm saying, I used to cut gay people and all that, and then you'll hear like certain people saying shit, or they'll be like pájaro, and everybody know what that means. You know what I'm saying? They feeling uncomfortable, and they not gonna come back to you just cause they be saying shit.
Yeah, smart remarks.
Or if one of my clients bring their wife or some, or their girl, and you know how that should be in the shop. They be like, damn, that's disrespectful. It's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to move out of that and have a private spot. You know what I'm saying? So you could trust, you know what I'm saying, and feel comfortable in that
safe
spot.
Space.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about, the barber's good, but I can't take them to that shop because they talk dirty in there. Or all they talk about is fucking bitches and shit, and my kid is hearing all this. I don't want him to hear that. So
it's like certain parents doesn't care, and you got certain
yeah,
parents
I feel bochorno ajena. You know what I'm saying?
You ever like had to check anybody like
yeah,
any
hell
other
yeah.
barbers?
So when I first worked at a shop, a lot of barbers would talk shit. So like, let's say I'm cutting somebody that don't know how to speak Spanish, and they'll be like, oh, mira ese, boom, 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 talk crazy. So I would be like, yo, what'd you say? You a man or you a woman? You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, hey, yo, he talking mad shit about you. You know what I'm saying? If you a real man, tell him to his face. And they hated that shit. So there was a time that they stopped saying all that shit when I was around. Because I hate that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to talk about somebody, just let him know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hated that shit, bro.
No,
so now I don't have to go through none of that. You know what I
shop.
mean? So, yeah, man, that shop shit it's played out for me. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go through it, though. You have to, if you starting, you have to go through the shop. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, what is one advice you can give to like upcoming barbers, any barber women as well?
Barber women, I feel like
they kind of taking
A1,
over.
They definitely is. I ain't even gonna lie, dog. I can name a lot off the top right now.
My favorite one right now.
Crispy
I can name.
Genie, yeah.
Yeah, she
That's
feeling.
definitely.
I've been following her for years.
You know what's funny?
I never let her bless my hair. I want to so bad, but it's like, I don't know what's stopping me. But it's also this girl, Golden, like Golden Clips. She got like, I think she's Asian.
She's here.
No.
Oh, you say Stay Gold.
Yeah, Stay Gold. Oh my gosh,
hey,
she
listen,
is
look,
fire.
We can say Crispy Genie, Stay Gold, Allison Cutz. Who else is like a top tier? There's a lot of good ass.
She
barbers.
fire, and I saw also. I follow her on social media. Shout out to Crispy Genie. That she started her own business too.
She definitely did. Hey, big
shout out to
you,
Crispy,
dog, for real. I know. I mean, she got a good clientele. You know what I'm saying? And she need that. You know what I mean? She's to that level that she could do shit like that. You know, and it adds another exclusiveness to the cut. She's definitely. I looked up to her when I still do to this day. Shit, I've always wanted my seat cups to look like that, or, I wanted my lineups to look like hers. I used to look up to her technique, Philly Barber, all Philly barbers out here, you know what I'm saying? The dude Philly Barber is his name. Kenny Duncan, like all that shit. I was like, bro, I want my lineups to look like that. So I'm saying I pictured their cuts.
You have those.
Everybody
lineups.
has their own style, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So my boy be like, yo, you be having all them Virginia people look like Philly niggas out here. And it's just like, yo.
So let me ask you something. What's stopping you from getting to that certain level? Because right now you're level with the way you cut your hair.
I feel like if I grow more than where I'm at now, it's gonna be more of a, how you say it? How can I put it to you? I'm not gonna be at the shop as much as I want to.
Okay.
I had people from certain companies trying to tell me, oh, can we sponsor you, or ambassadorship, which give you an ambassadorship and shit like that. And I denied that shit because a lot of the times you have to be at the shows, and I have a family though. I have, you know what I'm saying, my youngest daughter is 8 months. I don't want to miss none of that shit. So I definitely did deny a lot of shit. And that's the shit that could have took me to the next level. And a lot of people be like, yo, that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it is. I'm living good right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not muriéndome de hambre. You know what I'm saying? And I would never change my clientele for, you know what I'm saying?
Like, would you go
Big
to
people and
like
shit.
to the barber shows? Or
I
stuff
would
like that?
definitely go to the show, but
Like, how about like competing?
Yeah, I mean, shit, hell yeah.
Cause I'll be all into that. I'll be watching that
Hell
shit.
yeah, I love it.
I don't want to hear nothing. Like, I know everybody had those phases. I know you can comment down below as well. Everybody always wanted to be a barber.
For real. It was
I
definitely
had
like
that phase too, man.
it was like the pipe dream back in the day. Like, I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a barber. Being a barber is not as easy as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not easy. Standing up. Well, I used to work from like 7 in the morning to like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Cutting hair?
Yeah, so standing all fucking day. And back in the day, I used to never eat and shit. So, hell yeah, that shit is not fucking easy, dog. Then you gotta like be quick with responses and shit. And like I said, like I want to help people out. So it definitely made it harder for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about the money as much as I cared about helping somebody else. So it was definitely hard for me and shit. But I mean, shit, if you want to
So from the looks of it and
cut hair and get
everything,
money,
like
that's easy shit.
on what you touched based on from your past and what made you the person you are today, the great barber you are, the communication skill that you have. I feel as though like you're number one, like how can I say, that I had it on the top of my head, like coño. You just have like great communication skills. So it's like not a lot of barbers have that. And I know like when you watch videos, you see, you know, sometimes they bust it up and whatnot. But like for you to actually sit there and actually care for those clients and, you know, help them on what's going on with their life, like mental health is really a big thing. So it's like for you to like actually care about mental health,
hell yeah,
that is very huge.
hell yeah. I feel like that shit is something that you can't joke around with. A lot of people go through a lot of shit. You'd be surprised if I start telling you stories and shit. You'd be surprised to hear the shit I be hearing.
Everyone has a story.
You know what I'm saying?
And
that's
everyone is still writing.
Yeah, hell yeah. The book ain't closed.
Damn.
Hell no.
Hold on, I got a question.
Yes, Daddy.
And hold on. My question for you is that I know you like cutting people hair and you do that, talk to them and all that, and you make them feel comfortable. But how do you feel when you cut somebody's hair and yeah, they're paying you top dollars or whatever, but how do you feel when you cut that cocky person's hair compared to the people you cut and you give advice to and you know you just
That's a
you
fire
feel,
ass question.
you feel comfortable with, you know what I mean?
You should have let me put that shit up here, man.
I'm saying
That's an amazing question.
it's like you cut people and it inspires you as much as it inspires them because they just walked out some good advice, nice haircut. So how do you feel when you cut that people? The people that so cocky and whatever, they just want a haircut and fuck it, I don't want to hear that bullshit, just hurry up.
I cut them off.
So you cut them off?
Yeah, I had people pay me $300 a haircut, and I cut them off, cause money ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I saw the podcast y'all had with where she was
Money
like,
doesn't buy happiness.
yeah, she was like, shit, I be happy when I buy me some shit.
Oh, Jari and Cole.
Yo, that's funny as hell.
Let's put the horns real quick. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was so funny. That's how you know I be watching. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you.
That shit was hilarious, and I feel like it doesn't buy happiness.
No.
There's mad rich people they're poor. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, they don't have
Took
shit.
the words out my head.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's mad people, bro. There's homeless people living happier than millionaires.
You know why? Debt free. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Shit, I don't know. I just feel like, man, like I'm the type of person, I make a lot, and we can get into that if you want to. I make a lot, so if I go like to a restaurant or something, and I know what it feels like to receive a fire ass tip if you give a fire ass service to somebody. So we'll go out, and thank God, like all our servers are like A1. So the last time I did it, so like I get blessed, and I love to bless. Like my dream is to become a Santa Claus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna be able to get to that
bless others.
You know what I'm saying? And just go to the neighborhoods and just bless people. But like I was saying, we'll go to restaurants. The last time I was like, yo, pick a number 1 to 10. And she was like, 2. I said, why the hell so low? Why don't you want to be top, you know what I'm saying, the top number? She was like, okay, 8. I said, I'll pick a number for you, 10. And then she was like, all right. I was like, all right, let me get my check because I'm about to leave. And then I gave her a $100 tip, and the bill was like $30. You know what I'm saying?
One time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that shit made her day. And she was going through it with her peoples and shit. Like, she sat down and talked to us and all that. And just to know that I made her smile, that's the biggest
That brings you
shit.
joy,
You know,
doesn't
I
it?
love that shit.
Just him talking about it, just like this
You know what I'm saying?
warmth.
I
It's
love
like
it.
this warmth and this like this honesty, this like it's just this connection. It's really amazing. You something else.
I'm gonna tell you something. Look, I'm running out of the drink.
Hold on, because
So-
I got another question, but go ahead.
So-
go ahead.
I think my wife recorded that junk. She was like, "You always helping people." She said like he's always trying to help people in the little junk. Somebody, we was at McDonald's and we was eating before we went to the pumpkin patch, and the pumpkin patch was gonna close at like 5, and it was like 4:00, so we was already running late. And this dude I see on my peripheral, like he's fucking banging on the steering wheel and shit, and my wife was like, "Yo, look at this man," and he's just going through it right now. And then like, it made me smile like right now because it's like that shit was amazing, dog. I was like, I'm gonna go see what's up. I was like, yo, you good? Yeah, man, my car don't want to turn on. Fuck that Acura Integra, first of all, you know what I'm saying? That car made my mans feel like shit. I got the messages too. I want to show you that shit.
Oh shit.
So I went over there. I tried to help him and shit. Boom. I cut hair, so I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnel or arthritis or some shit. I was like turning the key and shit. That shit didn't want to go. I'm like,
Wait, this shit got stuck?
boom. Yeah, his shit didn't want to like turn.
Yo, that happens on my fucking Toyota Celica.
Fuck that car too. Shit. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
trying that shit
He
no
was
more.
going through it.
Wow.
Like, and I was like, I got you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna make sure you leave this parking lot and you go to where you need to go. Man, I'm about to get fired, bro. I can't get fired. He's desesperado, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know where to be at. So he said that would have been un ocho. Let me translate. He's
Going crazy.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know what to do. So I'm over here trying and my fucking hands cramping and shit. I'm like, bro, I can't fucking, I'm about to tear up and shit. My hand hurting. I'm like, fuck, I can't do it. I felt like shit. It was 4:30. I'm like, damn, and we about to be late. I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I can't help you, dog. It doesn't want to do it. I get in my car and just, I felt like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That you
backing
couldn't
up.
help.
Yeah, and I fucking pulled off. My wife was like, call your dad. He might know. I said, "Arr!" I hit the fucking e-brake. Reverse that joint. I parked that shit again. I called my dad. I'm like, yo, this. He said, put the key in the shifter and try to pull it out like that so you could turn it on. I put that shit in neutral and it still didn't want to go. And I'm like, bro, I keep going and going. Bro, we was there for like 30 minutes. After the 4:30. So it was already 5 o'clock. The pumpkin patch closed and shit. And then, boom. Ahí que prendió el carro. Like, the car turned on. Bro, I started tearing up and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're so happy, you, like, cry and shit. I was like, damn. I fucking did that shit, dog. The dude gave me a fucking hug, dog, that you felt that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, thank you, dog. What the fuck? Woo-woo. He was like, bro, how much you need? I said, I don't want nothing, bro. And then I pulled off. I had a smile on my face for like 2 hours, dog. And my wife was like, you a real good person. And I was like, yo, like, I was crying on the way to the pumpkin patch, and there was another one open, so we did get pumpkins and shit. But let me see if I can find that message, though. That shit was fucking amazing.
Go ahead, because I got another question, too. I got another one.
This man is a caregiver.
I got another one. I got another question, too.
For those who live in the area of Virginia right now,
Richmond.
whatever, that
Richmond,
too,
Virginia.
get a haircut. You will walk out that chair with a smile on your face, positivity, and you'll be working on your dream goal.
You gonna feel like whatever you seen in that fortune wheel cookie, that shit came true. I swear to God. I
Damn.
swear.
He said, fortune cookie, la crema Kutz.
Hold hold on. So what we doing? Cause I had a question too.
You can ask.
Yeah, go ahead. You can
I
ask.
just
He's just
wanted
looking
to find
for
that joint.
a message.
All right. So my question right now for you is that, so it took you so long to chase your dreams because remember, as y'all don't know, behind the scenes over here, this is my brother. So what I want to ask you is why it took you so long when you started this in Puerto Rico? When you started this, you, like, you wasn't feeling it, like
God didn't give me.
So you think God didn't give you?
He didn't give me the calling at the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's here for a purpose. You know, everybody has a gift. You know what I'm saying? And you don't unlock it until He wants you to unlock it. I don't want to be too religious in here because a lot of people don't believe in a lot of things.
Ask your question,
So,
you respond.
I just feel like He didn't. So that's like if I'm telling you my dream, I'm like, yo, and you like, nah, bro, God didn't give you that, so you're not gonna understand what I want. You know what I'm saying? So He didn't give it to me until, you know what I'm saying, when I started shit. And I had to learn. I didn't appreciate barbering at first, so I definitely took it as a like, whatever, I'm gonna just do this shit to see how it goes and shit. And then I started seeing like the shit that I got out of it, cause I love giving out. You know, I love receiving too. Shit, if y'all want to cash at me something, I'm fucking with you, dog. I love receiving too, but I love giving more. So I saw that I received a lot of happiness, and that was what I was missing. Just to giving out, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he didn't give me it. I don't know how to explain that, man.
So
maybe because I was scared too, man. Shit.
All right, so being scared and not accomplishing your dreams, because maybe it was your dreams, but God said it wasn't that moment. Yeah. It wasn't that moment. So as far as not being that moment, you think if you would have started at that time,
I wouldn't appreciate it as much.
You think you'll be bigger than you
How
are
old were
now?
you when you started cutting?
That's what I'm saying. He was young, so I'm saying.
I was young.
So as far as that era
I was like
and
20.
now. If you would have accepted that and you would have kept going, you would have been right now. Where would you see yourself right now if you would have just accepted that?
I would have been better. Shit, I would have been a better barber.
As far as being better though, because I know you like talking to people. So, like, what I'm trying to say is that you were more in a barber. So you will cut somebody's hair, get somebody a hole. You know what I mean? Just make somebody feel comfortable. So at the end of the day, like you said, you don't cut nobody's hair. You don't care if somebody pays $200. You don't care if somebody whatever. You just like to feel as great as the client. So what I'm trying to tell you is, back in that era, if you would have accepted, you would have said yes. And you said it wasn't for me. But let's say it would have happened and you did it.
I mean,
where would you be at right now? Will you see yourself
here?
like
the same spot I am
No.
now?
I'm just saying, will you see yourself as a spot like having your own little barber, little thing, having a little therapy? You know what I mean? What will you do? You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of barbers, they're there for the bochinche, but you actually like make sure that the client feels great. You know what I mean? Right. It's not like the client making you conversation. You're making sure the client feels comfortable in the chair. A lot of times we go to barbershops, they just want to know what's popping.
They be like, yo, so what's up? What's word on the street?
It's a lot of drama, but you ain't about a drama. You just about just getting down, just making sure you feel good. And just whatever you came in with all that stress, you leaving out with a fresh haircut.
Relief, you know what I'm saying? I'm like an Advil.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like if you would have accepted that, like, at that time, you probably would have had what you wanted right now.
Do you think, like, I guess what he's trying to say, like, the ambitions you have now and back then?
Like, I'm trying to say, he got a talent, but if you would have accepted that from, like, that time that he said that it wasn't for me, I felt like you would have been what you want to be right now. What you want to be. Because you just said earlier, I want to be the great, but I'm not the great. So let's say you would have took that, you would have just said, fuck it, and continue from there instead of doing, because you jump from a lot of shit. You went from barber, then you went from there, you went to construction, you went from windows. So it's like, if you would have continued that path, you would have been right now where you want to be. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I don't know, though.
But I
didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I know what you're saying.
No, because it's not a long ass question.
No, you threw me off. He went from this.
Because he told me that God
No,
said
I know
it
what
wasn't
you're
for
trying to
him.
say.
Right.
But I said, leave God aside. Listen, all praise to God. But like,
Amen.
if you would have took that, you would have continued from there. You would have been right now where you want to be.
I don't know,
now.
man. It wasn't.
I know
It wasn't a part of the
I dragged
story.
the shit out the question. It's just because like the way he said it.
He's
you know
trying to
what I
let me
mean?
try to put this into words. Let me see.
Nah,
Where can I put-
I just feel like it wasn't a part of my story.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. My story wasn't written like
It wasn't
that.
on your path yet.
Yeah. Like, how you say it? Our life is already written down. You know what I'm saying?
You think that?
Yeah. So, I just feel like it wasn't in the book. You know what I'm saying? I was meant to go through all those trials and tribulations and shit. So
you could overcome to where the person you are now. Yeah.
To learn.
I believe that.
How to become who I am.
We all need to fail so we can learn through those lessons.
Yeah. So.
Amen.
Bro, I don't feel like you fail. I feel like you learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
All failures are all
W's,
lessons.
for real.
The more you fail, the more you accomplish in the future.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, like
So
that
it's
vape
okay to
that
fail. So
somebody
that was
took
my main.
vape
That was like my main
No.
fear. I didn't want to fail.
Failing. I mean, shit. I didn't want to.
I come from a family where it was competition, who was better than who, so it's like I was just me.
Like
I
trying
was
to
like,
prove a point.
yes, and I was not on that type time. Like I'm just me. Like I just want to do but then
I
again,
just feel like if you compete with the next man, you would never be nowhere.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because maybe you already passed them and you don't see that in your eye. That you passed them, you seeing it as in like.
But then again, others can see you. That damn man.
Yeah.
Like,
So like, why you want to be like him? You better than him, and you don't see that. So
I'm
that's
like,
why I don't compete with the
okay.
next man.
Like that was put it like this. And you need to talk about that. There was topics on my siblings. Every time we went to the park, I'm not a baseball player. But I know how to play baseball. I know how to play hardball. I know how to play football. Any sport. Like I was just okay. Let's get it. I was always that one who just whatever. Every guy, like my dad used to play softball. We go to my brother. She better than you. Get mad. I'm like, dude, I'm not a baseball player, right? Every time we play ball, he said elbow me. He said put me through. He's like, oh, those are all lessons. You punching me in my face are all lessons. Like make this make sense, damn it. Like
I don't want to learn no more.
honestly,
I ain't tryna learn, dog.
like what is this? So there was this one day, it was I feel like I was getting bullied. That's how I felt with. But I will never let anybody bully. But from your siblings, it was that tough love, but that was really not tough love. That's how when you're a kid, that's what you think that is.
This is Beba story time. Story
Before
time.
that, and then I will we'll close it out. Well, no, matter of fact, no, we're going to music just for then we close it out. So it was this one day playing basketball. He said, "Yo, put your sneakers on, or you gonna play me 1-on-1." I told my brother that. Put your fucking sneakers on. He said, "Whatever, all right, bet." Tie his shoes up real tight. I said, "I'm gonna bust your ass." I just got fed up. I got fed up. My dad's friends saw the whole game. The game finished, because they always play 2 games. And he's just like this, watching everything.
You won.
I bust his ass.
What
It was
you gained
12
from
0.
that?
What I gained from that was more
You getting trust?
no. It
Confidence.
Respect?
was basically.
'Cause
I
you're a
beat
woman.
your
necessary.
ass. I kept losing to him.
She
but
said,
then again,
I'm a motherfucking woman.
But
and
then
I
ag-
just
no, but then
motherfucking
again-
beat
Your
your
ass.
but then
ass.
again, it was it was just a relief. You could just leave me the fuck alone already. This is not what I wanted, but
Did
this
it
is what
help
you
you?
wanted. No, it really didn't.
So what was the point of it?
To be honest, it was really pointless. But
You know what
it was just more.
It was
I
that
just got
motherfucking
fed.
anger problem. That's
Yes,
what the fuck
I
it
had.
was.
Yeah, I really
Anger,
had
anger.
very, very bad anger problems. That's true. It was more like I didn't. There was no relief, no nothing. I cried after it. I cried. It was why? I had to, I'm trying to have that sibling love. I don't want to have I don't want to compete with you. What's the point of this?
For real.
What the fuck? I have friends, guy friends, who treat me more of a sister than what my childhood and how my brothers were treating me
Yeah.
before. So after that, my mans were punching me, elbowing me. Yo, I came out that game bloody as fuck. Bloody as hell.
That's good that you say that. You know what I'm saying? We could, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't really have to prove yourself to anybody.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That didn't prove
Sometimes
nothing
the
to
times
me.
that you feel like you have to prove yourself, don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You
I
don't
just
have to
prove myself
yourself to
better.
nobody.
I'm just in competition with myself.
As long as you
Go ahead, talk your shit. Come on.
So when
Shit,
that
you
happened,
better than
I
what
tell
you
you
was?
what, you know what was the best day? It felt just a little relief. Like, he ain't talking to me the whole day. I'm like, I didn't argue with him, no nothing. My dad's friend, so he's telling my dad, he's like, yo, babe, I beat his ass. He's elbowing her. I feel like D-Rose in that game, dog. I tell you what, going under loose, I was doing everything. He was mad as shit. Like, yo, stop playing. So when my dad's friend told my dad and what he saw the whole thing, my brother got his ass whooped. He's like, you don't do that. No, at all. Like, there was nothing out of that. Like, I left.
The story.
I just left crying. It wasn't nothing. It didn't show me nothing, to be honest. It was just,
shows
it was
you that you
sad.
ain't have to prove yourself to nobody. You got to prove yourself to yourself.
Amen. Amen.
True that.
Amen.
But when you're young too, then you don't
I mean,
have like that older brother.
You learn from that though.
I ain't learned shit from that.
You
to
learn
be
that
honest.
you don't have to prove yourself to nobody.
Over the years, like
Never.
going into a male dominant industry, I learned that I really didn't have to show like.
That's why I
prove
respect
anything.
like a lot of like women barbers and shit. Because a lot of people are like, oh, she ain't gonna cut you right. You just going over there because she
she a girl.
she
Yep,
nice
yep.
though. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of.
To this day, I have never
And I
seen a
still
shorty where I'm at.
I still feel like they still trying to prove themselves. You don't have to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, goosebumps.
Hell no. You don't have to prove yourself, dog. I just feel
Period.
like you shouldn't separate nobody.
Damn, this shit
Because
just
of
went.
nothing.
Hold on.
Just hold on.
We laughing music podcast.
We good? We good?
Yeah. Hold on. Mic check,
Hold on.
mic check.
If you notice, like, if you go back, I'll cash out, yo. And how many times Jay say, hold on.
Drop down in the comment down below and see how many times you said it. But yeah, I
Facts.
just feel like you shouldn't separate somebody because of their gender. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That
boy,
shit.
that's the generation that we live in. That's how men
I mean,
always,
yeah, but that's bogus. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's just ass.
It's just sad, you know. It's not only barbering. It's not only.
I had a lot of
painting.
barbers judge me because of that. Like, tú solo corta pájaro.
Oh.
I said, you know what I'm saying? They feel comfortable with me. I don't judge them like you do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, nah, that shit is ass. But yeah, man.
You weird.
They
Well,
weird.
they weird.
They all weird.
They
shit.
all weird. For
They
those
was,
who.
they was jealous.
It just shows, like, you know, when, like, excuse me, when someone sees something in you that they wish it was them. Because when you meet
doing
somebody,
it.
it's always a reflection of a mirror. Like, damn, I wish I was like that. But then again, it's like, you can do that.
That's why I love where I cut, because I got the big, you never see that, John, in my stories, like the big
The
ass
mirror,
mirror.
yeah.
That's the only person I compete with.